One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Yellow Jackets will put total leather to crank us up. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Quickly complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Now, Lenoris Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, Dave? Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He'll try to take it back, and he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
Defense coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3 and out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got...
What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Gives it on the option. There he goes. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And that is just an attitude run. Running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. It has been a less than stellar start in ACC play, and now the mission is to try to keep this season from going down the drain.
Yeah, and you got to find new ways to motivate. You came into the season, you're probably like, hey, listen, we want to be ACC champs, and that dream is probably gone, but let's refocus, right? Jesse, it's really fun to be that team in the middle towards the end of the year, too, where you can play sport.
Yeah, it's all about building, too. Just one game at a time, and it just takes one win to get the season completely turned around. This team has not yet quit on the year. They're still out playing hard with great effort. They just got to put a full game together.
Here we go, here we
Looking downfield, it's King. He'll take a shot. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the run. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab on the left. Oh, he's got some space. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. This time it's complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good. On D, nice tackle, love the team defense.
When you're around midfield, the analytics will tell you so much better to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Keeps it on the bootleg. Starting to feel a little pressure. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Looking to throw, it's King. Throwing right. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. You see this kicker not only needing to generate power, but lining it up from the left hash. A 59-yard try coming. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And they'll push that lead out a little further. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. first snap of the drive from the 25. Little over-anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. It's a seam wide open. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 20. Leaves it with the running back. On the move at the 30. Oh, a lot of space. Turning on the Jets. He's at the... And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Breeze. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. Just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Going up top. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. This time he's got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
It's been a nice drive by this offense so far, and now this quarterback is faced with a critical 3rd down in the red zone, trailing by a couple of possessions. If they're able to capitalize here, get this 1st down, score a touchdown on this drive, this game takes on a completely different feel.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. On to attempt the try.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
19, South Carolina, 14.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Touchdown, Gamecocks! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Right on the money. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing it. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Caught in the backfield, it's Harbor. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Gamecocks! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Texas is trailing, but they are within striking distance. Kind of like when Major Applewhite turned a huge deficit in the 2001 Holiday Bowl into a win. Maybe today is deja vu. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas Tech. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Motion from the wideout. Trying to impose their will with the run. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The kick is on its way. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Back open in the middle. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
He'll bring it out. It's Stockton. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. It's a running room. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards of pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, you got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Fires Here's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
One more snap coming before halftime. Defense playing a bail technique. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
South Carolina, 35. Georgia Tech, 22.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. To the air, it's Kane. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Georgia Tech, 29.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
The defense was trailing going into halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They'll try to get it through the air. Here comes the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Well, the offense is taking a chance here, staying on the field inside its own 40. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. I don't know if this is the time for this type of risk. Offense going for it inside its own 40. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Makes a grab past the marker. Turning it on. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
Back to pass, it's Sellers. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive leads.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice third down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it third and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
He's got it on the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Offense gets set for second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. This game right now is sort of still in the balance. And after a long drive by the offense on third down, the defense able to make a play, get a hit on the target, knock it loose for an incompletion. And now it's decision time if you're on offense. What do you do here on fourth?
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. There he goes down the right side. He's loose. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Texas is on the ropes, and it's like they're looking at their corner and saying, no mas. A real bloodbath today at DKR. They're trailing by 14 to Texas Tech. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
And we're going to talk about the guy who caught that. And returned it for the touchdown. But how about the pressure on the quarterback? You've got to get ways to be physical with him and make him uncomfortable. Nice job hitting him as he's throwing with the football. And then, obviously, the interception and 6 points.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. Wide open spaces. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
Fires to the big fella. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Just 1 for 3 on fourth down today, but they'll try to move those chains with this play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Brought down at the 14-yard line. Good enough for a first down. That's the end of the third quarter of play. Georgia Tech, 43. South Carolina, 35.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to throw it. Bring in the heat. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Got the back over the middle. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep this drive alive. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Now they'll try to tie it up with the 2 late. To the air, it's Sellers. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Got the first down and more. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Able to make the catch, but not in the field of play. It's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a third down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first down, I can run this clock almost out.
He's getting ahead of steam. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And, man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got them where you wanted them. You backed them up on third down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop them. They give up the first down, and time is running out. This defense is going to have to get aggressive.
He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively.
And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win it.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Makes the catch. It's Harbor. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Caught near the sticks. It's Clark. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
At the 41-yard line.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Gets away from one. He's got space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. There he goes. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
What a play call in a 2-minute situation. They find the shot opportunity, and they take advantage of it, flipping the field. They've now put themselves in a chance to come back and win this thing.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
Tries again to get it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to barge their way in. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Timeout is called with just a single second left. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. This is the game-winning play. Win it or lose it on this field goal attempt. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese, making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse, just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week, these 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here? Great job by the offense.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.